Annyeonghaseyo, mate.
Hey guys, Straya Guy in Korea here, and today I'd like to talk to you about my Jimjilbang experience. Now, the Jimjilbang in Korean is essentially the sauna, the spa, the sauna, the pools. Now, unfortunately, I'm not allowed to really show you photos or video of the area because you've got a naked part and a clothed part. So what I'm going to do for you is I'm going to try and do some drawings and some animations to try and give you a better idea of what my experience was. So here we go. Straya Guy goes to the Jimjilbang. Now, the first part of the Jimjilbang, you go in and you get like a sizing done, like with how big you want your clothes, really loose or really tight. So you get your clothing first off. They've got like a nice little color matchup. I think it was blue for the males and pink for the females, possibly green for the children. I'm not 100% sure. There wasn't a whole lot of children in there at the time. But anyway, you get your cool colored clothing, and then you go to kind of like the shoe area. Now, this was a little bit confusing on my very first visit because I wasn't sure if this was a shoe area. Fortunately, I found out that it was a shoe area, so I didn't just strip off all my clothes and be like, yeah, alright, let's go. It was just for taking off your shoes. Now, once you take off your shoes, you get like a locker number, so that key is for the locker further up. So you take that key and then you go to your changing area. So in the changing area, you've got all of these lockers to fit massive amounts of clothing in, or suits, or whatever you might be wearing at the time, because I guess people take their breaks at any time of the day and just go relax. So they've even got things like nice height so you don't damage your fine clothing, unlike little tiny squashy stuff in lockers. So anyway, I was a little bit, I guess, reluctant at first. You're a little bit shy, like, do I get naked? Am I supposed to just half change here? I suppose once you understand and get used to it, you just come in, woof, like flip off your clothing, you're good walking around naked, it's more comfortable. The changing area is kind of interesting because you've got your lockers, you've got like a grooming area, you've got this kind of like TV relaxation and drinking area, which was really weird because it's not necessary to be naked, but there's a lot of people just standing around naked, having a drink, watching TV. So that's a little confrontational maybe for your first visit. But anyway, really relaxed atmosphere happening there. You've got your washing area there, which I'll get into a bit more detail about that towards the end. So I'll just talk about the washing part, not the pools. So in the washing area, it's actually really frowned upon if you don't wash before you use anything, which I guess kind of makes sense. Don't use facilities without being clean first. I mean, it's like, you know, just general hygiene. So go in there, shower yourself down first before you go use things. So anyway, you wash yourself down, and then like I said, I'll get back to the pools. We'll head on to the sauna room area. So you go down out into like the public, like unisex area. So this goes through a couple doors, and then like you're warned, be clothed when you go in here, like it's no longer a naked part. Go into there, and then you've got all of these kind of heat rooms, like sauna rooms. So you've got like a hot room, and then you've got a hotter room, and super hot room, which even though you're supposed to spend I think like 10 minutes in it, Koreans are like sleeping in there. So I couldn't do it personally. I'm not a huge fan of the heat rooms as such, but I do like they also have cold rooms, like minus temperature cold rooms, which are awesome as well, like after going hot then cold, and I suppose there's some kind of therapeutical reason behind it. I just enjoy the temperatures, I guess. Anyway, then they've got kind of like this big sleeping / living room, where they've got like these gigantic not roll mats, like big mats. They've got gigantic mats and these block pillows that are really hard, that everyone kind of just finds a place on the ground and just either sleeps or uses their, like, you know, MP3 players and things like that, or talks with their children. Some of them are watching TV. They also have this heated area as well, where you lie down on kind of like this big concrete tiled slab, and it heats up through it, and people just go on there and relax. Funny story actually, my brother really liked that. He accidentally fell asleep on one. He was staying there for a while, and he woke up. He'd been sleeping. They kind of get hotter the more pressure you put on. So he woke up and he actually had a burnt butt. So interesting experience there for him. They got really cool massage chairs there as well. That seriously, they're like, I feel like I'm going in like a rocket ship. They're crazy design. I actually think they're called like zero G chairs or something is I think their sales pitch name. But anyway, these chairs hit you so hard. I swear, like there were parts where my back was just arcing up like on the most craziest angle because they were lifting me. The massage was that hard, it was lifting me out of the chair. So also in this area they have food. I love eating ice creams, like while going to sauna and eating really cheap ice creams. Koreans seem really obsessed with either eating their spicy noodles while in really hot rooms, or they've got like these boiled eggs, boiled or smoked eggs as well, like a really like blacky brown looking smoked eggs. I don't know if there's a reason why, but it seems to be like this kind of tradition or initiation. It's like go to the sauna, have some smoked eggs. So yeah, have some smoked eggs. Then, okay, I guess after you're happy with, you know, you've been in there for a while, I like to head up to the pooled area. Now, that's back into the naked area again. So what do you have? You have all of these different pools that seem to be different temperatures. And I suppose some of them, I'm not quite sure why, some of them say like this is the gold pool, it's got gold in it for a certain reason. This is the silver pool, it's got silver in it. I don't know if they actually have stuff in the water or if it's just the color of the pool. Anyway, it's supposed to, I think, be revitalizing or something different for each pool. I myself had a bit of a interesting experience here in the naked area. Now, it's like, you know, you don't purposefully look at anyone's private areas. I mean, it's a thing, everyone's got their own business and that. But I was sitting in this one pool in particular, just minding my own business, sitting down, and the gap between the walls was, you know, there was a fair distance. Like let's not say it was right smack bang in your face, but you had a bit of distance between you. And this one guy was sitting across from me, and he would have been maybe in his 30s, maybe 40s, and he's sitting across from me. He's wearing glasses, like he's looking a bit like, you know, like the Psy type glasses, and he's sitting across from me, and he's relaxing and leaning back, and just the buoyancy, I suppose, has taken place here on his body, and his body has kind of floated up, and he's got his legs floated up and right next to me, and yeah, so he's pretty much just sitting there with his legs spread, floating up directly in front of me, and I had to remove myself from the situation. As I said, you don't directly want to stare at someone's private parts, but it's not exactly that easy when someone's just floating like that in front of you. So